In this Mendix Minutes, we'll walk through a technique for importing a large Excel file. Specifically, we'll walk through the steps to create the entity for that Excel file without having to type all of the attribute names. This can save you a lot of time if you have an Excel spreadsheet with a large number of columns. I'm walking through some information from this how-to, which I'll link to in the video notes. The first step is to navigate to our spreadsheet, open the worksheet that you need to import into your Mendix application, and then select the header row that has all of the column names. Next, open up another sheet within your worksheet and paste those header values, except transpose them so you wind up with rows instead of columns. Next, we'll start to build a little bit of XML content. And so out of the how-to, we'll copy this and paste it here. And then we'll make sure that we paste that down for all of the values. Back in our how-to, we also copy this and place this in column C. This is a little bit unusual. We need to make sure that it has a leading double quote and that it's not wrapped so that we can see that content. Again, we copy that all the way down. And finally, from the how-to, we copy this formula into here so that we wind up with XML element declarations. Next, we need to start building an XSD file so that we can use that inside of our Mendix app. So you can use any editor that you'd like to. I happen to use Notepad++. What I'll do is copy this XSD header information, and then I need to copy my row information. Now, after a lot of experimentation, what I've found that I needed to do to get this to copy in correctly was first paste it into Word, and then select it from Word and paste it into my XSD file. And then the final step here is to copy the rest of my XSD file in here. And then we'll save this as Mendix minutes.xsd. That part of things done, we will hop into Studio Pro. Inside of my app, I will create an XML schema, and I will open that, use that file that I just created. And then from this file, I will simply create an import mapping. And in that import mapping, I'll use the XML schema. I'll check all of these. Now, if I say map automatically, my entity is created for me. And you can see that we may have some work to do to go through and make sure that the attribute types are correct. Although, in my case, what I like to do as a best practice is to import from my Excel spreadsheet into an intermediate table and then use that intermediate table to populate my application entities. So this will work just fine for me. Hopefully you've found this helpful and it saves you a little bit of time as you're working on your next Mendix app.